Hey, greetings everyone. Glenn Kellaway from the basement. Hope everyone is having a great day today. It is Tuesday afternoon. I'm getting pumped for a live chat tonight at 7:30 on this channel, 7:30 to 9:30 with Sam St. John, Elliot Cruz. We're talking bluegrass. Even if you don't like bluegrass, join us. It'll be fun. Um, that's Tuesday, August 6th, 7:30 p.m. on this channel. I was just thinking about albums that I really love, and I always get teased because I've been told I have 150 albums in my top 10. And I wish I had room for 150 albums in my top 10. So I'm going to give you a brief rundown of my top 10. Now, could one album change? Yeah, but I mean, for the most part, these are carved in stone. And the first four, I'd say five, are in order of the way I ranked them, and the other four or five could switch around from seven, six to 10, whatever. Sergeant Pepper, Blonde on Blonde, Aqualung, In the Court of the Crimson King, Close to the Edge, 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonygus, English Settlement by XTC, Arthur Brown's Kingdom Come, Galactic Zoo Dossier, Jefferson Airplane's Surrealistic Pillow, and Van Morrison's Astro Weeks. Now, could that number 10 switch and maybe be a Stones album or a Zeppelin album? Absolutely. But that's pretty close. Now, then I started to think I was pulling albums that I just frickin' love that I can't squeeze into the top 10 because there's only 10 spots. So I just thought I'd show a few of them. How about this great album, Sly and the Family Stone? Man, I just love this frickin' band. I bought that box set that I can't remember what it's called now, but oh man, 8 albums. It's friggin' awesome. Anyway, Stand. Just a killer album. That song Sex Machine, that instrumental on here is friggin' so good. But I mean, this has got the song Stand is awesome. I Want to Take You Higher. Sing a Simple Song. Everyday People. It's like a hits album. This is like their Cosmos Factory. This is a freaking good album. Top 10 album. No room. Band I never talk about, but I really like Steppenwolf. I know my buddy Larry talks about Steppenwolf much more. And he actually gifted me a bunch of these CDs when he bought the box set. So thank you, Larry. But this is their first album, Born to Be Wild, with the Pusher on it, and Hoochie Coochie Man, and Suki Suki kicks it off. Of course, Born to Be Wild is on here. The one I don't have is the second album with Magic Carpet Ride. I gotta get that one. But I like Steppenwolf. They could be a top band. I love this frickin' album. I don't know if anybody's ever heard it but me. Walter Becker, Circus Money. It's just a really good album. There's some reggae on it, and rock, and soul, and Walter Becker was a pretty talented frickin' guy outside of Steely Dan. And this is one of the greatest sounding CDs in the history of music. If you just like good sound, you want to listen to this. This is freaking awesome. But I really dig this album. It's good. What else have I got? How about a band that nobody talks about? The Sir Douglas Quintet. Doug Somm. Oh man, this guy was amazing. Two big hits that were so much fun was Mendocino and She's About a Mover. Great tracks, but these guys were great. Tex-Mex, rock and roll. I mean, they did it all. It was such a great band. This is a great comp. Sir Douglas Quintet, The Collection. You could take any of their albums though and put them in. I dig these guys a lot. Sir Douglas Quintet. How about this? Everybody thinks of this band as a syrupy kind of the kind of band I hate. Those corporate rock bands like Journey and all them. They all sound so perfect. Ario Speedwagon turned into one of those bands, but their first and second albums, especially the second album, just rocks. If you've not heard this, check it out. REO 2. This is great, man. Really good album. Excellent album. What happened to those guys? They sold out for money. These are in no order, by the way. How about Bruce Springsteen? I never put Bruce Springsteen in my top 10. I love Bruce. I don't like the new stuff Bruce does, but the classics are good, and especially Darkness on the Edge of Town. This is, I mean, I hadn't heard I didn't really hear any Bruce Springsteen except people did covers of his songs until Born to Run came out. And I liked it, but I didn't go, oh my God, that's incredible. I didn't go, it's incredible until Darkness on the Edge of Town came out in 1978. Then I went, now I get it. Went back. This incredible album. How about this album from Paul Simon, Graceland? Does it ever get old, man? This album's so good. It just timeless. So good, man. It really introduced mainstream audiences to African rhythms. I mean, a lot of people were doing that stuff, but he really made it like popular in the mainstream with this album, Graceland. Fantastic record. Another band I friggin' love, Los Lobos. Los Lobos put out this album called Kiko. I think it's about 30 years old now. This is an original master recording, which sounds fantastic. Limited edition, 1260 out of probably about 5,000 or something. But anyway, this is such a good record. Another hidden gem people don't listen to. Give this a listen if you've never heard Kiko by Los Lobos. Fantastic, underrated band. Los Lobos, that's a great frickin' album. Little Feat, one of the great live albums of all time. Top 10 album. There's no room. Waiting for Columbus. What a frickin' album. This is the reissue that came out a couple of years ago. I got the big CD box set that came with it. It is called one of the greatest live albums of all time. It says so right there. You got to believe it. Brand new, cut from original master tapes, featuring Willin, Dixie Chicken, I'm reading backwards, Spanish Moon, Fat Man in the Bathtub, and many more. And then a great barcode. Look at that. It's thick, thin, thick, 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 thin, thick, 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 thin, thin. In case you want to write it down, I'm giving it to you there. I'll do it again. Thick, thick, thin, thick, thick, thin, 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 thick, thin, thick, space, 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 thick, thick, thin, thin, thick, 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 thin, thin, thin. There. Just put that on pause and slow it down if you need to write that down. Anyway, what an album. Fantastic. Little Feat. Great band. Great band. My daughters are fans of Guth Brooks. And I had to borrow my daughter's car the other day, and she had a Guth Brooks CD in there. I've never listened to a Guth Brooks album in my frickin' life. And so it's in the CD player, and I only need to be in the car for 10, 15 minutes. So I borrowed the car. I'm driving along listening to Garth. And what comes on? Garth Brooks doing a cover of Dixie Chicken. I came back, I said, that's a cover, you know. That's not a Garth Brooks song. So my daughter had never heard of, that was my daughter Stephanie. She'd never heard of Little Feat. And she said she wasn't really a fan of that song, so it didn't matter anyway. Last but not least, this is a top 10 album, but there's no room. No room for 10. Damn it. There needs more number. 1 to 10 needs to have more numbers in it. That's Joe Walsh Barnstorm. Fantastic. So I had a reissue. I didn't know. I had a copy of this on vinyl that I bought used. I never really checked the catalog number. I was in a used record store 2-3 weeks ago, and I find this in mint condition. And I'm going, that doesn't look like the same catalog number that I had. And I love this album. And this one's on ABC Dunhill, and I think the other one is on a different looking label or a different label. The reissued. So anyway, I bring that home and I look it up, and this is an original issue of Barnstorm. Fantastic. ABC Dunhill. Absolutely never been played, I swear to God. Fantastic shape. What a great album this is. You know, I love acoustic music, and Joe Walsh was such a good acoustic guitar player, and this is very much an acoustic album, except for a song called Turn to Stone. Other than that, this album is pretty much all acoustic, and the songs kind of flow into each other. It's got a real dreamy sound. It's a beautiful, beautiful record. If you've never heard Joe Walsh's Barnstorm, check it out. Fantastic. So that's like 10 albums that could be in my top 10 if we could figure out how to put more numbers from 1 to 10, if that makes any sense. Remember, we have a live chat tonight. I need you to show up and comment and tell me this music sucks or whatever. Just do it, or say, oh, I'm learning something. Whatever you want to do, just do it. Show up, please. Just help me out here. Help me out. Okay, thank you. Thumbs. Remember thumbs. Have a great day.